So we have this test, which is April 2022 Z08. Okay, the first question. Number 1. On Monday, Elisa put $40 in her empty lockbox, and each following Monday, Elisa will deposit $18 in her lockbox. Which of the following expressions gives the number of dollars in Elisa's lockbox after Elisa's deposit W weeks from now? What's your answer?
A.
Yeah, your answer is A. So it's 40 plus 18W. Next question. He made a down payment of $250 at a local store for an HD TV that costs $880. Okay, he deposited first $250. Okay, with tax included. He arranged to make it equal monthly payments to the store to finish paying for the HD TV. Given that he paid no additional fees, how much was Rahim's monthly payment? How much was Rahim's monthly payment? Okay. He made a down payment of $250. Okay. So we have to subtract 880 minus 250. Okay, equals $630, right? Now we have to divide this by 8 equals 630. 620, yes, it's about what? 78.75. So the answer is F, right?
Yes.
Nice. The answer is F. Next question. What is 25% of 50% of 80? So we should say 0.25 of 0.50 of 80 and multiply this all in the calculator. 0.25 times 0.50 times 80. Gonna give us 10. So the answer is B. True?
Yes.
Okay. Number 4, in scientific notation, 0.000 for 1. So we should move the decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it should be 4.1 times 10. And since we moved to the right, so the exponent will be negative. To the right, negative. To the left, positive. And we moved 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a negative 4. So the answer is G. Is it right?
Yes.
Next question, number 5. What is the value of 5x squared when x is negative 2 and y is negative 4? So substitute 5 times negative 10 here and 16. So the answer is negative 160. Sure, it's easy here. The answer is B. Next question. What is the value of absolute value negative 8 minus absolute value 7 minus 33? Gives here 8 and here gives 7 minus 33, which is negative 20 what? 6. So it's here positive 28 minus 26, it's a negative 18, right? So the answer is G. Correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Number 7, given that a cubed ak a power k equals a9 for all real numbers, what's the value of k? So in the left side, it's a power 3 plus k is equal to a in the right side power 9. So the powers are equal here. So 3 plus what number is 9? So this is 6. The k is 6. So the answer is C. Easy? Yes, thank you. Number 8, what is the least common multiple of 20, 30, 130? 20, it's 2 times 10, and the 10 is 2 times 5. The 30 is 2 times 15, and 15 is 3 times 5. Okay, 130 is 13 times 10, and we know that 10 is 2 times what? 5. The common, we have here this 5 are common, right? So we will take only one of them, and these 2's are also common. ناخد واحدة only منهم, and then take this 2, this 3, this 13, times 2 times 3 times 13, and multiply all by the calculator. 2 times 5 times 2 times 3 times 13 in all 780. Because it's asking for the least common multiple, LCM. Okay, 780 is J. Okay, I'm sure this question is true with you. Number 9, right or not?
Yes.
Okay, if f of x is like this, what is f of -3? And you plug in -3 for x, substitute -3 for 4x, and then calc. 2 times 9 is 18, and -18 again, -7, so the answer is negative what? 7, and it's B. Very easy to know. Okay. Next question, number 10. In the figure below, BE and FC intersect at A, point GD are in the interiors of angle BAF and CAE, respectively. Some angle measures are given. What is the measure of angle BAG? Angle BAG, and this one. Okay, what's the answer? To find this question mark, we can find the opposite one here is 64 vertical. Okay, and now 180 minus 64 and 32. When you subtract, this gives the requirement. 180 minus 64 minus 32 gives 84. Okay, so the answer is 84, which is H. Is it correct with you? Because
Yes.
32 and the question mark and the 64 should add it up to 180 degrees because it's a straight angle. So the answer is H. Next question, number 11. Okay, Selma attended a concert on Friday, and she arrived at the concert hall at 5:46. Okay, p.m. and left the concert hall at 11:20. What? 11:27 p.m. How long was Selma at the concert hall? Yes, what's the answer? Question 11. Okay, if that
D.
come like this, yeah. The answer is D.
Yes.
No, the answer is not D. Okay, she arrived at 5:46 and she left the concert at 11:27. So we have to do what? From 5 to 11. We have to count until we reach this, or we can do like this. 5:46. Okay. Subtract 7 minus 6, 1 and 12. This, when we borrow, we will borrow here 1 hour, which is 60. This will be 10, but the 60 will be here over the 27. Okay, so the 27 plus 60 is equal to 87. So we will cancel out 27 and write 87 and do again the subtraction. So we have 7 minus 6, 1, 8 minus 4 is what? Is 4, and the 10 minus 5 is what? Is 5. So when you borrow 1 from this 11, you borrow 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. You give here 60 minutes to 27, بتتحول إلى 87. So 5 hours and 41 minutes. So it's B. Okay. E is 6 hours. We need to choose it. والله نعمل minus. But the trick here that when you borrow 1 from the hour part, you borrowed as 60 minutes and give it to the 8-minute part. Understood? Okay.
Yes.
12. Okay, given that x less than or equals 3 and x plus y is greater than or equals to 5. Okay, what is the least value of that y can have? Yes. X is any value less than or equals to 3. So when we take 3 exactly and substitute here and then subtract, so the y may be what? 2. If we try the 2 plus 3 is 5, or okay, it could be -2, like 3 -2, no. It could be what, 8? No, يبقى the answer of question 12 is J. على طول. But we take the least thing here. The least thing, okay? The greatest thing here. What's the greatest number here? The greatest value is 3. And substitute here for x. 3 plus what number is 5? So we need here the minimum, which is 5. So 3 plus sure what? 2. So the answer is J. Is it true here?
Yes.
Number 13. In the figure below, parallel lines L and M are intersected by transversal N, forming the numbered angles, which are following the congruence statements is not necessarily true. Angle 1 is congruent to 5. Yes. Angle 2 is congruent to 8. Yes. Alternate exterior angles. Angle 3 congruent to angle 5. Yes. Alternate interior angles. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 7. No. That's why here the answer is D. 6 and 8. Yes. Vertical angles. Okay. So the answer of question 13 is D. Sure. This one is easy, right? And it's true or sure with you.
Yes.
Number 14, what is the largest possible product and a multiplication of two even integers whose sum is 50? So how to find two even integers? Okay, and their sum is 50. The sum of 50 like what? A lot of numbers, their sum is 50. And we need two even integers. First of all, the product of two even integers. When you multiply two even integers, like 4 times 2, okay, the answer is 8. It's also even. When you multiply like 8 times 10, the answer is 80. Multiplying any two even integers, the result stays what? Even. That's why, do we have any? No, we don't have any odd numbers here between them. So to find the largest possible product of two even integers, the sum is 50. The sum of 50, it could be 25. No, we need the two values. Their sum is 50. Like what? 48 and 2. So if we multiply 48 and 2, yes, it's 1696. So this is the greatest thing. Yes, right? But no, we can say that 50 is like something here. What's the greatest number here? 40 and what? And the 10. And when you multiply, gives 400. Okay, so the answer of question 14, maybe also here the greatest value, which is 624. Let's think 50 also could be what, and something starts with 4. Yes. We need two even numbers. When we add them, gives 50. 18 and 12, right? 18 and 12, 30. No. Yes. 28 and 12. No, 28. Let's say as the 38 and 12. Okay, but you want to 38 times 12 gives 400 something. Okay, top 624. Okay, divided by, it's divisible by what? 6. Yeah, it's divisible by let's say what? 26. Okay. Yes. So when you multiply 26 and 24, okay, so this is the greatest. And the sum of 24 and 26 is equal to 50, right? Oh, yes. So here the greatest product will be 620. Yeah. So we have to check the greatest what products, the greatest choices. هل في two numbers, هل في two even numbers or integers, when we add them, gonna give us 50, and when we multiply them, gives us 624. So the answer is K, is the perfect answer. 15. Okay, the blood types of 150 people are determined for a study. The results show that 62 people have type O blood, 67 type A blood, and 15 have blood B, and the others have type AB blood. If one person from this study is randomly selected, what's the probability that this person has either type O or type AB? 4. Yeah, what is your answer? How to do this?
It's E.
Correct, it's E. How you did it?
I
Type
did
O.
68 over 150.
67 you mean, right? 60, type O is 62, right? Over 150 plus type AB. Yes, how many? I like the others are, yeah. In all, they are 150. So we should know 150 minus 62 minus 67. Okay, minus 15. So they are 6 here over 150, right? Type AB. The others have type AB, so the others from 150. So minus 60, 150 minus 62, minus 67, minus also. Yes, with me? And now
Yes.
Yeah, when you subtract this all from each other, then I give us the others. Type AB. 150 minus 62 minus 67 minus 15 equals 6. Okay, when we add up, so it's a 68 over 150. When you simplify this, 68 over 150, it's 34 over 75, which is E. Very good. So because of OR, we added. Because of OR, we what? We added. Tamam? The probability of each one separately. Any question here? Any questions now?
No.
All right. Next question, number 16. If x plus y equals 26, x minus y is 14, what's the y? X plus y is equal to 26 and x minus y is 14. We can add up the two equations together. And I give us 2x equals what, 40? And x is 20. So we can substitute in the first equation as x plus y is 26 and y is 26 minus x, and y is 26 minus 20, so it's 6. The answer is F. Is it true?
Yes.
Okay, or you can do like this from the beginning, mod 51 on the calculator and solve for y. The chart below shows the possible combinations of the numbers that can land face up when two numbered cubes are tossed or rolled at the same time. Each combination is equally likely to happen. What is the probability of rolling the number cubes so that the sum of the numbers that land face up is 8 or more, 8 or greater? 8 or greater. The sum is 8 or greater. Yes? 17. So let's find here 8 or what? Sum must be 8 or more. Like here, like here, like here, like here, like here, and everything below it. Okay. So you will find that the diagonal here, like that. Okay. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the probability is 15 over in all. How many?
36.
36. Why 36? Which is here, 6 times 6 directly gives 36. So it's 15 over 36. Dividing by 3 is 5. Dividing by 3 is 12. So the answer is A for question 17. Number 18. Yes. The graph of a function y is root negative log base 10 of x is shown in the standard coordinate plane below. The function is defined for values of x. It's strictly between which of the following pairs of numbers? The function is defined for values of x strictly between which of the following pairs of numbers? Between what? 0 and 1, right? Easy here. 0 and 1. Yani this function is defined between what? 0 and 1 only. Okay. Negative 10 غلط, 10 and 100 غلط. So the answer is H. Is it true with you?
Yes.
Okay, and the previous one also? 17 and 16?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Next page, question 19. To increase the mean of 7 numbers by 3, to increase the mean of 7 numbers by 3, what should we do? قال لك by how much would the sum of the 7 numbers have to increase? To increase the mean by 3, what should we increase the sum of these numbers? طيب. Okay, nice. And here, this is the amount we should add to the sum to give us a mean plus 3. We know that the mean is equal to the sum over number of data we have, right? But we have now the mean equals. So forget this, we know this. We know that the mean plus 3, the old mean is equal to what? The sum before adding over 7. Hello. So the sum is equal to 7 times the mean. Let's say the mean is x. The mean is what? Is x. With me? This is the first sum, sum 1. Okay, now the sum plus 3. Sorry. The sum plus what? Let's try here. Is equal to x plus 3 times 7. حلو. يعني 7x plus 3 plus 21. Okay, let's try here. 7x plus what? 7x is the same thing. يعني the first mean, the sum 1 plus 21. Do you notice here that 7x is the first sum? The answer is 21. We should add 21, okay? To the old sum, such that the new sum is added to by 3. The sum plus 21 here, such that we have a new increase in the mean by 3. So the answer is D for question 19. Understood? Is it correct with you?
No.
Okay. So here, number 20 in the standard coordinate plane, the line with equation y plus 1 in equals 3 over 4 2x plus 8 has a slope of what? Yes, it's pointing to slope 4. Do you know it? Which is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. So we have y minus 1 into m. The m is 3 over 4. So the answer is F. The answer is what? Is F, right? No, this is the common mistake for every one gonna solve this question quickly, without concentration. It must be here x, not 2x. That's why we have to take 2 as a common factor. Y plus 1 as it is, and 3 over 4 as it is. But inside the parentheses, it should be x plus 4. Because we will what? Generate 2 from here. I'll take 2 as a common factor. And simplify 2 and 4. So the answer is not F. It's 3 over 2, which is G. Okay? Did you solve this question correctly or not?
Yes.
Okay. But I think that you multiply using distributive property. 21. Parallelogram has a perimeter of 88 inches and one of its sides measures 18. Okay, if it can be determined what are the lengths in inches of the other 3 sides. The parallelogram, you know it? Yeah, has a perimeter of 18 and one of the sides is 18. If we imagine that here, this one is 18, sure, the other side, opposite side, the 18. Okay, and this x and this x, because each 2 opposite sides are congruent. So we have 88 is the perimeter minus 36, the sum of 18 and 18, 36. So 88 minus 36 is 52. We should divide 52 by 2. So which is what? 52 divided 2 is 26. So let's ask what the other 3 sides. يبقى أنا عندي 26 وفي واحد 18 صح؟ يبقى 18 26 which is C. Easy here, right? Very good, very easy. Number 22. 5 friends play golf at a course that charges both an annual membership fee and a fee to play each round. Each point on the scatter plot below represents the number of rounds each person played during a year and the total fees. The golf course charged that person. Number of rounds here and here the total fees. One of the following values is the fee to play each round. Which one? And how to find in question 22 the fee for each round? Like one and what? One round here. One round is about what? 100 and something, right? But it's not exactly the same because it's a scatter plot. Yeah, let's take one more point, like two and what? 2 rounds. It's 140 something. 150, like 2, 150. And when it's 1, it's about 120. But this for only number of rounds, right? The scatter plot represents the number of rounds each person played during a year. We should add something to this. Yeah, 120 and 150 divided by 2. And we have here 4 and I think 200 and yes, how you solve this question? Like here, 7 and what? And 300. So when it's a 7, it's a 300. What denotes here? When it's 5, it's about 240. Yes. So what? 150 it's a 30, right? Okay, 240 minus 150 divided by 3. Okay, which is, I think here, 90 over 3, which is also 30. So it's a 30 here, yani letter G. It's like the slope there, Sam, okay? The answer is G, okay? Easy, which is the slope. Round per what? Number of rounds per money paid. On the money paid per what?
Can you please give me a second?
What? The answer of G for 22. Like to repeat this again?
Yes, I didn't understand it.
Okay. And when it's 1, it's about 100 and something. 120 to 150. If we subtract like 150 minus 120 is 30 over 1, or 240 minus 150 over 3, it's 30. 300 minus 240, okay, it's a 60 over 2, which is a 3. So it's a constant increase each time. Okay. Number 23. Thomas wants to tile a rectangular floor with square tiles that measures 12 inches on a side. The floor, okay, the floor measures 10 feet, 6 inches. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sorry. I think that the Zoom is updating. Okay. Okay, Thomas wants to tile a rectangular floor with square tiles that measures 12 inches on a side. The floor measures 10 feet, 6 inches long and 8 feet, 6 inches wide. If he is able to cut the tile without waste. What is the minimum hole number of tile stones needs to completely cover the floor? Okay, so we should know first this rectangle.
Forgot to share the screen.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so yes, we have here, this is the floor, which is like a rectangle, and it's 10 feet and 6 inches long and 8 feet and 6 inches also wide. That's why we have to convert this. 6 inches is half feet, half what foot, because 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, so 6 is half. So this is 10.5 and here 8.5, understood? But all in feet, and here in feet. Okay, the square is 12 inches. Okay, so we can say that it's 1. What is the minimum number of tiles needs to completely cover? Okay, if you're able to cut the tiles without waste. So we should multiply 10.5 first by 8.5. When you multiply 10.5 times 8.5 is about 89.25, and now divide 89.25 divided by 1 gives the same thing. So we will not bring 89.25, but we should bring what? 90, which is B. We should what? Bring 90. So the answer of question 23 is B. Is it correct, Judy? Find the area of a rectangle, which is length times width. But before multiplying, you should change the units because it's 10 feet and 6 inches. We should change this. We know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So when I have 6 inches, it means what? It means half foot plus 10 gives 10 and a half. And the same thing with 8 and 6 inches, 8.5. Multiplying first to find the area of this rectangular floor gives 89.25 square feet, and divide this by the area. Divide this by what? By 1, because it's given what? Yeah, it's 12. Okay, dividing by 12. So we need 90. We need 90. Because we should, not only 1 percent, I would like you to understand something, because it's 1, so the answer stay the same, 90. But if it's any other number, can differ. Lazim dividing by the area of the square, which is 1 by 1. Okay, by 89.25, but we have to bring something like 90, a whole number. Next question, 24. In the standard coordinate plane below, triangle ABC is bounded by AB and AC and the y-axis. Which of the following could be the area of this triangle ABC? Find the area of any triangle. We need half times base times height, right? Have what's the base? The distance here. From what to what?
14.
8 to 6, 14. And what's the height? The height is here.
5.
It's what? 2? And 5? 5. Yes. Half 14 is 7. 7 times 5 is equal to 35. So the answer is H. Next question. The right triangle, the right angle is K. The right angle is at K. And we can draw a quick triangle. The right angle is at K. And here J and L. JK is 10 centimeters and sine L is equal to 5 over 11. Sine L is equal to 5. This 10 must be 5 and the hypotenuse must be 11. So we have another number here because the 5 becomes 10. So we multiply it by 2. So 11 times 2 is 22. We need the cosine J. Cosine J is equal to, yes, we need the adjacent here. The adjacent. What's the adjacent? We should use the Pythagorean theorem to find the third side here. The third side will be 22 squared. 22 squared minus 10 squared. And then calculator root 22 squared minus 10 squared to find the length of the third side, which is 19.6. And this side is what? 19.6. Okay, or root what? And you should leave your answer as root because all the choices like a root. It's 8 root 6. 8 root 6. Or you can multiply 64 by 6. Again. So it's root 22 squared minus 10 squared. 8 root 6. Which one here is 8 root 6? Is it root 96? It's 4 root 6. Yeah, after simplification. So the adjacent is 8 root 6, and this all over here is what? 22. And we can simplify more. Dividing by 2 will be 11 here, and the up there will be 4 root 6. Yes, this is my mistake. I'm sorry. We need to find what's the cosine of J, of angle J, which is 10 over 22, which is 5 over 11. So the answer is what is A. I'm sorry. Okay. So no need aslan to find this because we need to find the cosine J. Is it true with you?
Yes.
Okay. Discuss with me the question and the answer, please. But 26, John averages 60 miles per hour. The 6 hours he travels from his house to Link's house. On his return trip, John experiences heavy traffic due to construction zones. He averages 36 miles per hour the first 3 hours of his return trip. What is the average speed in miles? John must drive for the rest of the return trip for what? Must he drive for the rest of the return trip for a return trip of 7 hours? 60 miles per hour for the 6 hours he travels from his house to Link's house. Okay, but when he moves back again, the return one trip, he in the first 3 hours, his average speed is 36 miles per hour. Okay, in the remaining 4 hours, what is the average speed in miles per hour he must drive for the rest of the return trip for a return trip of 7 hours? What's your answer here?
Is it J?
J, nice. How you did it? Yeah. What's the distance? How can we find the distance from the first given information, which is 60 miles per hour for 6 hours? The same distance, sure. That's why we can find the distance. Okay. Yes, by multiplying the speed times time. That's why distance is equal to 60 times 6, which is 360 miles. He averages 36 for the first 3 hours. So 36 times 3 in the first 3 hours. Gonna give us the distance covered, which is
108.
What? 108 miles. This is the distance covered during the first 3 hours. The remaining 4 hours, I think that 360 minus 108 is 252, right? Miles. So the remaining 252, if you divide this by 4 hours, gives the rate. You must drive this car. 252 divided by 4, it's 63. You did like this?
Yes.
Okay, so the answer is J. Next question, 27 to 29. At high school and the Eastern High School, 200 students and 100 students respectively were surveyed to determine their fast food preferences. Okay, where each of the 300 students indicated one preference what among 5 choices as summarized in the pie chart below. Okay. طيب. We have 2 schools. Okay, طيب, note that each pie chart is made up of sectors that are proportionally in size to the percent of students they represent. How many students surveyed at Western High School indicated the chicken as their favorite or preferred مثال. طيب, in what Western here يعني معايا, and we have to do the chicken, which is 12%, and we have in all 200. Okay, so 12% times 200, and then calculator 0.12 times 200, it's 24. So the answer is C. Easy, easy, sure. Type number 28. What is the measure to the nearest degree, 1 degree of the central angle of the sector that represents the number of students at Western High School who indicated pizza as their favorite food or fast food? We have to go up to Western also High School, and pizza is 40%. What should we do? 40 over 100, and this times 360. And cross zeros out, and 120 and 24 is 144. So it's K. Is it correct with you?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, and the previous one also, right? Fine. Number 29, the same survey was taken at Central High School. The percent of students at Western High School who indicated the chicken are the preference was one more than half of the percent of students at Central High School who indicated chicken as their, yes. Okay. What percent of students at Central High School indicated chicken as their favorite food? Yeah, what's your answer in 29?
Is it C?
It's C. Very good. It's 8. Because up here, Central, okay, it's not here. Is one more than half the percent of students Central High School to get chicken as their food. Yes. The percent of students, the same survey was taken at this school, yes, and the percent of students at Eastern who indicated chicken as their food was one more than half of the percent of students at Central High School who indicated that. When Eastern is what? And what's the chicken? The chicken is 5, right? So when I say one more, what's the half of 5 here? Half here, yes. How you answer this one? Is it one more? When I say one more than half the percent of students at Central High School. So if here is X percent, so the Eastern High School who indicated the chicken as their yes was one more. One more half percent of students, and here like this. This is E. So here's 5 equals X over 2 plus 1. You did like this, and you can do like shift solve, or here 4 equals X over 2, and now X is equal to 8%. Yeah, is it the same as your answer, or do you have any other ways?
No, I did shift solve.
Yeah, the final step, but the same period of the equation.
Yes.
I have question 30. What's the answer? German will build a metal wall sculpture that is composed of 3 circles of different sizes shown below. The smallest circle will have a diameter of 8. The smallest one, diameter of what? 8, and here 4. The small diameter of 8 inches, and the diameters of the 3 circles will be in the ratio of 1 to 2 to 4. The reinforce the sculpture, German will place a straight metal bar from the center of the smallest circle through the center of the middle circle to the center of the largest circle. What will be the length in inches of the bar? Yani find the radii, find this distance from here till here, right? So I know now that the radius of the small circle is 4. So the ratio, let's say R1 to R2 to R3, the ratio is 1 to what? I'm talking here, the diameters of the 3 circles will be in the ratio of this diameter, and D1 and the D2 and the D3. It's 1 to 2 to 4, right? What's the answer of this question?
Is it K?
No, it's G, I think. But let's solve here. This is the ratio between their diameters. Okay, what's the diameter of the first smallest circle? The small circle have a diameter of 8. So it's 8 here. Where is the smallest ratio is here? Okay. And we can find مثلا the second one, which is x, and the third one, which is y. The x is equal to 2 times 8 over 1, 16. And y, the largest circle, is 4 times 8 over 1. So it's 32. So you know here it's 32. And the diameter of the here is 16. And it's 8. But not 8 here. It's 4. حلو. عشان خاطر it's radius بس not diameter in the smallest circle. So we should add 4 plus 16 plus 32. Here 8 and 448 plus 4. Yes, which is what? 52. Oh. What's the yeah. We did a small mistake here. This is not 32. This is not 32. This is a radius also. So have 32 is 16. Okay? So it's a 16 plus 16, 32 plus 4, which is 36, and the answer is G. Okay, listen. So we have to do this ratio between the diameters and using the given ratio, which is 8, and do the scissor between and multiply like 2 times 8 divided by 1 to find x. Or 8 times 4 divided 1 is 1. Number 31. John will flip a fair two-sided coin and a spin a wheel. The coin has one heads side and one tails side. The wheel has an equal chance of stopping on any of its 4 sections: red, blue, yellow, and what? And green. What's the probability that the coin lands tails side up and the wheel stops on the green section? Okay, so we have to mutually exclusive events. That's why we have to add to multiply this one. أول شيء لو probability إن هي coins lands tail, it's 1 over 2. Two-sided coin. It has only 2 sides and lands up. It's only one side of the 2 sides. And معايا Sam? Okay. And here
Yes.
the wheel stops on green. How many sections? We have 4 sections, and green is only 1 section. So it's 1 over 8. And the answer is A. The answer in question 31 is A. Understood? Is it true with you?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Number 32. The volume of air in liters in the lungs of an average person during the normal breathing is a function of time in seconds. This function is modeled by the sine function graph in the standard coordinate plane below. One of the following values is the period in seconds of this function. Which one? What's the period here of the sine function? Yeah, the period is the distance from here up to here. Okay, the distance from 5 to 10. Yani the distance between 2 peaks. So the answer is K. Next question. Is it true? Directly tell me, is it true or not?
Yes.
Okay, طيب. Next question. What's the answer?
It's
We need to
C.
find what is g of x? G of x is -2. And we have to replace this on the function f -5 to the power of x. And the x here is what? Is -2. So it's a -1/25. It's C. Very good. Next question, 34. The circle below C is the center, NAB is the diameter, and CD is the radius of length 10 CD. Okay, inches. That is perpendicular to AB. Which of the following values is closest to the area in square inches of the shaded region? The shaded region that combine the area of the semicircle and the triangle triangle BCD. What is your answer? Yes, your answer. Yes, what's your answer in question 34?
Is it H?
Yeah, correct. Question 34 is H. How? What's the area of the triangle? The total area is equal to the area of triangle plus the area of the semicircle. Okay, half circle. That's why area of triangle is half times base. Okay, which it has a diameter. The radius is 10 also. 10 times 10. Me or not? And plus
Yes.
area of semicircle, which is pi r squared over 2. And then do this all in the calculator. Here 50 plus 150 again pi. And then simplify this on the calculator. Right or not? Yes, which is 50 plus 50 pi. Sorry, 50 plus 50 pi equals in decimal 207.5, which is 207. Help. Next question, number 35. During one of their routines, the Langsborough High School marching band members line up in succession of L-shaped formations. The first 4 formations, numbers 1 through 4, are shown below. Okay, with each dot representing a band member. The pattern demonstrated by the addition of the band members in the first 4 formations continues through each successive L-shaped formation in the routine. Which of the following equations gives the relationship between N, the formation number, and B, the number of band members in that formation? Yes. So the first one, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 members. The second L shape, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each time I think it's increasing by 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, so each time we add 2, right? Okay, so it's an arithmetic sequence. And now the B, the number of band is equal to
Plus 2.
Plus 2, yeah, N plus 2. N plus 2. And here is N. And here is B, right? Yeah, 1 plus 2 is 5? No, not A. Okay, يعني 1 plus 4 is 5, and 2 plus 4 is no, not B. 2N, يعني 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. طيب 2 times 2, 4 plus 3 is 7. Yes, 2 is 3, 6 plus 2 plus 3 is what? 9. So the answer is C. So in question 35, the answer is C. We tried here. We did this first and then we tried. Yeah, it's not correct with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the table helped us to know that N is the number of figures or shapes, and the B is the number of members or band members. Number 36. A better seller company offers customers 2 monthly plans. Plan A costs $40 per month plus 0.05 per minute of time used, while plan B costs 20 per month plus 0.010 per minute time used. What is the least whole number of minutes a customer could use in 1 month to make plan A less expensive than plan B? Less expensive. يعني it's 40 plus 0.05x, and it's 20 plus 0.10x. Okay, we can here plug in values of x or substitute. Sorry, يعني solve for like combining like terms and so on. So bring this here, like 40 minus 20 gives 20 less than 0.10x minus 0.05x. And do this on the calculator, like 0.10 minus 0.05. It's 0.05. Okay, fine. Now 20 divided by 0.05, it's 400. Okay, 400. يعني x greater than 400. This is the least whole number of minutes a customer could use in 1 month to make plan A less than plan B. Is it correct with you? The answer is J.
No.
This is the least number. We need something greater than this, so the answer is K. Not exactly 400 because there is no or equal here. باخد حاجة greater than 400, like 401 minutes. 400 exactly will be equal, فاهم؟ لو أعمل 400 هيكون equal 400x or 400 calls or minutes. Which of the following, the answer is K here. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to this? 81, we're gonna take its fourth root, and x 16 over 4. So it's x power 4, but here it's what? It's 2. Yeah, sorry, 3, the family of 3. Okay, it's 3. 81, which is 3 by itself 4 times. So it's B. It's so easy, right?
Yes.
Okay, number 38. A pyramid has a square base with a side length of 6 feet. Okay, the volume of the pyramid is 144 cubic feet. What is the height? So we know that what's the volume of the pyramid? Is 1/3 BH. 1/3 B times H. We need to find the height. So the height is 3V over B, such that B is base area. B is base area. So the height equals 3 times V, which is given 144 cubic feet, over the base area. It's like a square pyramid. So the base has an area of 6 times 6. And then calculate this on the calculator. Fraction 3 times 144, and this over 36. So the height is 12 feet. Is it correct to you? And it's G.
Yes.
Very good. Number 39. What is the value of 1 over this all? Okay, the one you can do it in the calculator, or we can leave the 1 here and 1 plus. Oh, forget this now and go here to the question. 1 plus 1/3, it's what? 4 over 3, right? And this problem is equal to what? 4 over 3. But you know that 4 over 3, 1 plus 3. 4 over 3 type this 3 هتكون 3 over 1. يعني the whole fraction here will be 1 plus 3 over 4, which is 7 over 4. يعني this all again, the denominator all, يعني this all will be equals to 7 over 4. When you add it, 7 over 4, and again it will be 1 plus 4 over 7, which is 11 over 7. So the final answer, after you do the denominator all, gonna give us what? 11 over 7, and bring the 7 there. So it's 7 over 11. So the answer is C for question 39. Is it correct with you? And we have to simplify as possible the denominator and quickly. Number 40. What are our real solutions to the equation here? 1 minus 2x is 3, or 1 minus 2x is -3. So -2x is 2, by subtracting 1 from both sides, and it's a -1. And the negative 2x is -4, and the x is 2. So 1 and 2. -1 and 2, J. Okay, the answer is J. True with you?
Yes.
Number 41. For what value of A would the following system of equations have infinitely number of solutions? Yes. When -3 over -6 is the same as 6 over 3a. You should do it like this. -3 over -6 equals 6 over 3a and the cross multiplication. The negatives will be cancelled away. And 6 by 6 is, we can write it as half, is 2 over a, and cross multiplication is 4. The answer is B. Infinitely many solutions, same slopes, the same y-intercepts, or do this way that I used. Is it true with you?
No.
Again, when the system have an infinite number of solutions, we should know that same slopes, the same y-intercepts. So y-intercept of the first equation is 6 over -3, which is -2. This is another way. And the y-intercept from the second equation is 3a over -6, and so on. So we have 12 is 3a, and the a is equal to 4. Or use this way, it's up to you. Because of what? Same y-intercept and same slopes, but the slope will not help me here because the position of A is with the y-intercept. Understood? So the value of A is 4.
Yes.
Question 42. Yes, in the equation x plus b equals 0, a and x and b are integers and x and b are positive. A must be when it's 0 here. Negative and a factor of b. Yes, the a must be what? Negative, and should be a factor of b to give us 0. Okay, and because we have positive b. حلو. عشان ادينا الاكس هنا، عشان تكون الاكس بوزيتيف، ما احنا هناخد الايه؟ البي ذير تكون نيجاتيف بي اوفر، عشان تفضل الاكس بوزيتيف لازم الاي تكون نيجاتيف اي. صح؟ Now dividing by a, it must be a negative value such that the result all is positive because x is positive, and it should be a factor of f b. ليه factor of b؟ عشان يطلع لي whole number and the integer. Okay, that's why the answer is f. Is it true?
Yes.
Next question, number 43. Given the complex number 2 minus I and 2 plus I, which of the following expression is equal to this? دايما لما اعمل multiply a number by its conjugate, 2 minus I times 2 plus I, square the first plus square the second. يعني ايه square the first plus square the second؟ square ال 2 يدينا 4 وسكوير ال I يدينا minus 1. المفروض اصلا تكون plus 1 على طول، لان انا حطيت البلس على طول. اوكي، فعلى طول تكون الانسر 4 plus 1 يعني root 5. The answer is E. Or use calculator and multiply and do this on the calculator. Is it true?
Yes.
Okay, next page, which is number 44. Which of the following fraction is close to 0? Yeah. You can try this quickly on the calculator and pick. Huh? It's F, yes. The first one. Number 45. Yeah. A spin of certain spinner has 5 possible outcomes. The table below shows the probability of spinning each of the 5 outcomes. The probability of spinning outcome 4 is A, and the probability of spinning outcome 5 is 2A. What is the value of A? Yeah, we have 5 possible outcomes. Okay. Yes. A and but what's the probability of spinning 2 and 3? Yeah, it's given. How to solve this question? They should add it up to what? 1, right? 0.20 plus 0.38 plus 0.24 plus A plus 2A should add it up to 1. So we have to add, we have 3a here, and what's the summation of these? Or directly, يلا نحطها 1 minus يعني 0.20 plus 0.38 plus 0.24. 0.82 equals 1. So 3a equals 1 minus 0.83. 1 minus 0.83, which is 0.17, and dividing by 3, and we should say equals, and divide by 3 gives 17 over 300, or 0.056. Okay, يعني 0.06 يعني 0.056 repeated معناها ان انا about 0.06 يعني it's letter A. The answer here is A. Easy. This is how to solve. This is the A. معايا بسان, is it correct with you?
No, it wasn't.
But the idea here is to know that the sum of the probabilities is added always to 1. Added up to always to 1. ماشي? Okay.
Okay.
46. This is the last question you solve, right? The quadrants of the standard
Yes.
XY coordinate plane are shown below. The vertices of triangle ABC are, as you see, as given here. The triangle is translated by x prime x plus 5, y prime is y minus 2. يعني 5 units right and 2 units down. Okay, the image of xy on triangle ABC is x prime y prime triangle A prime. What the vertices of triangle that lie in which quadrant? Yes, so we have A, which is -3 and 3, and we have B, which is -3 and 1, and we have C, which is -1 and 1. When we shift this to find the A prime and the B prime and C prime by using these formulas, these given formulas, what should I do with the x coordinate and what should I do with the y coordinate? So we have to add 5 to.
We'll add 5 and the y will minus 2.
Gives 2. Minus 2 gives 1. يلا add 5 gives 2. Minus 2 gives what? Gives minus 1. Add 5 gives 4.
Where?
Minus 2. Minus 1.
-1.
So 2 and 1. 2 and 1 is here. Like here. تمام? 2 and the -1. 2 and the -1 is here. And now 4 and the -1 is here. يعني the triangle will be something like this. اللي هو مثلا A prime, B prime, C prime. So it's in quadrant I and the IV. يعني it's J. Is it true with you?
Yes.
Okay, very good.